Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Today I'm gonna talk about how to change who you are and why you don't deserve to be happy or reach your goals or get anything that you want in this moment. Because you're not the person that gets that stuff right now. Do you understand? You have to change who you are. How do you get the things you want in life? It's not something you just get. You become the person that gets those things. Do you understand? You have to go first. Everyone is waiting for a fucking sign. They always have to get it from without first, before it comes from within, right? Yeah, if only God gave me a sign. No, how about you do the right thing and then God rewards you? How about that? Do you understand? Because if you're fat right now, it's because you deserve to be fat. You're not changing. You're being stuck in your ways that made you fat. If you aren't professionally where you want in life, you're not doing it, you don't have a passion that you know you could be great at, but you don't pursue it, well, then you deserve to have your little loser job that you hate instead. Do you understand? In order to get the things that you want in life, to become the person who you want to be, you have to deserve that. You have to be worthy of that. You know, we can have feelings of unworthiness from our childhood trauma and stuff that isn't true, but if you don't have what you want in life or aren't moving towards that at the very least, you deserve that. Not everything that happened to you is your fault, but it's all your responsibility to fix your fucking life. Do you understand? You have to be responsible. You have full responsibility for your life. There's nothing else. There's nothing else to blame. Yes, some things happened, or this situation is for you right now. And you don't have the best option to go about becoming the person you are right now. But you have options. You have things you can do. And you're currently choosing to stay that fat loser or whatever you are, you know, whatever you're struggling with that you want to change with yourself. And let me tell you how I learned this. As you know, if you follow the channel, used to be a skinny, fat, loser, partying kind of guy, obsessed with getting laid, addicted to porn, going out drinking, having no purpose and meaning in life. Temporary pleasure was everything. You know, keeping never doing the inner work, just keeping myself distracted with scrolling on the phone, watching Netflix series, or not Netflix necessarily, but just TV series and video games, distracting myself. All the while I was thinking, why don't I have what I deserve in life? Why don't I get the things? Well, the other people, they are so lucky. I have this circumstances that makes it impossible. I could be great. You know, I am actually amazing. It's just other things' fault. It's just everything except me's fault that I don't have what I have. Fucking delusional bullshit, you know. And I was lucky because I couldn't keep these lies, this facade up anymore. It came tumbling down on me, and one day I had a panic attack, most uncomfortable experience I have ever gone through. And it was enough. It feels like, if you don't know, it feels like kind of someone just put LSD in your coffee and now you're tripping, only you didn't get anything in your coffee. You're just tripping and feel like everything is a horrible threat, that you're dying. And I got suicidal thoughts, actual suicidal thoughts for the first time in my life. Like I had been depressed. You know, it had occurred to me like, it would be nice to not have to deal with all the anxiety and tough emotions. But this was what I was experiencing in the moment was so intense that it occurred to me that if this will go on, I'll have to kill myself. And I realized I have to change now. I've apparently screwed up. I had no choice but to admit this is not supposed to happen. This is not a random occurrence. I didn't get just bit by a bug that made me be like this. This was the end product of the way I had been living my life. Do you understand? And so I started taking responsibility. I was angry at a lot of things. I was very into politics. For instance, I was upset with women and feminism. And of course, I still think, you know, I'm a traditional man. I see things like they are. And I think feminism is ridiculous, but I'm not upset about it anymore. You know, who was I to have so many criticisms of women, you know? That fucking little beta, pussy-hungry, you know, piece of shit loser guy. that of course, I always, because it's not interesting, it's not the point of this video to make nuances that I was actually a nice guy and I didn't really do anything horrible to women. But the same thing, someone who would do more terrible things to women, I realized I had things in common. I was just a little fucking loser. I wanted something from them. By wanting the sex that I wanted, I kind of reduced them to not human beings, And I feel this hate, that, they are so fucking lucky. And I want this thing for them. Women just have everything served for them. Everyone thinks they're a victim. I feel like shit. I'm a fucking victim. And no one cares about me. And at the same time, I want this from the woman so bad, And I started realizing, of course, I could hook up with girls here and there. And I had a girlfriend, I had, ex-girlfriend now. But... why I felt like I never got what I wanted from women was because I did not deserve it. I was not the man that got the love, that deserved the love of a true, great woman. I just wasn't. And I realized I started taking responsibility for everything in my life. And so, changing who I was, I had to confront this panic attack situation because, with my programming that I had was just flee from this, just distract yourself, I had to take a day here and there to stay at home in this apartment and just watch YouTube and play video games constantly to just distract myself from the stuff going on in here. And look, you shouldn't flee from things all the time, but it's okay to take a break. And what I did, that I'm so fucking proud of, the best thing I ever did was I knew immediately I can't let this be how I deal with it. I have to go confronting this because deep down, even though it felt so super, super, super uncomfortable, I knew that this is not real. And it's the same thing, whatever you feel, pursuing your dream. If you want to put yourself out there, like me, you don't feel, you're not going to end up at a point where I'm just comfortable now. I'm just confident about it now. You have to show yourself right away. You have to be fine with doing it when you're not perfect. You understand? You understand when you're a big fat fatty and you want to eat chips or cake or whatever, you know that you don't need this. It feels, you want it, it's uncomfortable to not have it, but you don't need it at all. And so this is the extreme example. I feel like I'm dying and kind of want to kill myself, but I know it's not true. And so I knew I have to change the way I feel and view about this. I have to confront it. I have to teach myself a new way of being. I can't be this person anymore because the person I currently am, it leads to a total depressed, borderline suicidal fucking little pathetic weakling of a man, and I don't want to be that anymore. So I change. So I started doing this. I started confronting the panic attack so many times I have to turn around and go back to work. But you know what? I tried. I actually went, And sometimes because I managed to get sick leave on 50%, the perfect deal, where I can get a little bit of sick pay, I can get a little less workload, but I still have the habit of going to work for half the day. But many times when I came there, I just had to flip the fuck out and run away. And I was so afraid of being seen. This was my biggest fear. Because at the core, I am a calm, Theo, loving guy that just wants to accomplish great things for himself and for everyone else. That's who I really am. And so I was so afraid to show the part of me that could be so afraid, could be so weak, could be so terrified. And, in this situation, just a normal situation, the people that have seen me always know that Theo is a funny, relaxed guy, not stressed about work, because many were about this job. I was not at all, and just seeing this, I had to change who I was. I had to be afraid. I have to stop being afraid of being seen. I have to not complain and point the finger and wish for things. I had to take action to change who I am so that my timeline leads to those things. Not just hope that I am on a shitty fucking fucked up timeline and just hope that things will fall into my lap, because it never happens that way. Never happens that way. So I just started this rant with no particular thing in mind. It's just that I'm still practicing this, Do you understand? We can come closer and closer to God. God being perfect and absolute truth and genuine and aligned thing, And we can come closer and closer to that, but we never come, all the way, because then we be God, and we can't be God. But Yeah, even me. It's logarithmic, not exponential. Get this wrong, but the growth you do in life in general with everything. It's like when you start building muscle, you build the most first, and then it goes slower and slower. It's the same with this. When you start changing who you are and resolving your trauma and doing spiritual growth, it happens the fastest first. I got over my biggest fears immediately, but then life has had to present me with some certain challenges where I still did not act as the person who got the things that I want in life. And I've had to adjust accordingly. And it's been very difficult because I had like years, the first years of this wake up I had. It was effortless. The biggest stresses I had was like, oh, I have a little bit much on my plate. Oh, I have to do this kind of boring thing. Like nothing bigger than that. Nothing was a big stress. And all of a sudden I got hit by a lot of challenges in life from many different directions that I had not predicted. I was not prepared for it. And it was up to me then. Am I going to go back to being the fucking little whiny bitch that just deals with it the wrong way? And, you know, it's okay with dealing with things in the wrong way because you don't know how to be perfect from the start. But you have to learn. You have to accept to not be perfect. And this comes to so many things, you know. Like how you pursue your career, how you pursue romantic relationships, how you pursue your family relationships and friends. What more? Like everything. Everything. You have to be prepared to treat people wrong. Like if you're a salesman, you have to be prepared to go into it not being able to, you know, connect with that person and really get them to see how much you want to help them with this product. Because I'm assuming now that you're the same kind of salesman like me that would only try to, you know, sell something to someone that they truly believe in. And yeah, there's so many examples with this. You have to be okay with it not working out fine and not just be like, okay, I'll go back to not pursuing my dreams. Okay, I'll go back to eating chips and being a fatty. Okay, I'll go back, you know, no. You have to be fine. Be so fucking humble. Accept that you will do things wrong. You will have to do things wrong in order to change. There's no perfect way. You just have to fucking do it. It's fucking uncomfortable. It's not easy. You'll fail many times. But God always rewards those who sticks to the right thing. And Satan becomes the little best friend of everyone who chooses not to. So I hope this was useful. Again, I had no certain direction I was taking this in. I just knew kind of what I wanted to do. I thought this through even less than I usually do with videos. So please let me know in the comments. Did it inspire you? I hope so. Let me know anything in the comments. All the comments and likes help support the channel, so very much appreciated. And please subscribe for more content. Uncommon Sense takes motivational, just fucking rants. Too many F-bombs in this video, but I'm pumped, you know. No, but also more practical advice about how to lose weight, build muscle, do the fasting, self-improvement overall. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll see you later. Peace.